the wall. Add a few ornaments and garland for a festive touch. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Very cloudy today with a strong thunderstorm this afternoon and a high of 76 to 82. Then we'll have an evening thunderstorm around. Otherwise cloudy tonight, low 59 to 67. Mix of clouds and sunshine Thursday, high tomorrow 64 to 75. Then plenty of sunshine on Friday. High on Friday 63 to 67. Partly sunny on Saturday. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
My TD Life. Yes, My TD Life. Hi, Trevor DeShaw here, and I will be on WOCA coming Monday, December 21st at 9:05 a.m. to give you ways to take advantage of market gains while avoiding any and all losses to your primary money. Listen in to this Money Monday My TD Life segment at 9:05 right here on WOCA, and check out my website, www.mytdlife.com.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz. Do you need to relax? Well, if you do, it's only a drive away. I'm talking about Miami Beach. Yes, that Miami Beach with its 7 miles of beaches, its international cuisine, and its art and culture. That's right. You could win a stay, a hotel stay, and a tank of gas in Miami Beach. But you can only win if you call in and give us your name and phone number. Call 352-732-8000. That's 352-732-8000. Paradise, Miami Beach is only a drive away, and you could win a hotel stay in Miami Beach and a tank full of gas from your friends here at WOCA, The Source. A little update on Keontae Johnson, the basketball player for the University of Florida. His family is reporting that he is in stable condition now. He is responding to family members, talking with him. He is awake, breathing on his own. So reports that he'd been put in a coma and that he, was unresponsive and all. The parents say, only rely on information that comes from the hospital or the university or us. I think his grandfather had been quoted as saying he was put in an induced coma. Family says, Mom, Dad, and the university. That's the only people that you listen to when giving updates. So the update is that Keontae Johnson is stable and is communicating and speaking with his parents and is breathing on his own. So that's great news for the Johnson family. COVID-19 vaccines arriving in Marion County. This news came Tuesday morning when Mark Lander, he's the administrator for the Florida Department of Health in Marion County, he gave his bi-monthly update to the Marion County Commission. The first batch of COVID-19 vaccines should arrive in Marion County. Officials expect the frontline healthcare workers, as well as long-term care residents and staff, they're going to be receiving them by next week. They'll start getting the inoculation as soon as next week. Immunizing those two groups will take about 2 or 3 weeks. Then 2 different vaccines should become available, as we talked about the Moderna vaccine earlier, should become available by mid-January. And so other people in Marion County can then start getting inoculating. Marion County has seen a surge in cases and deaths in long-term care facilities. Of the 428 deaths in Marion County, 9 of them have been in long-term care facilities. So they're going to go first. As well they should. They're the most susceptible, they're the most vulnerable, and they're going to get the vaccinations first. In a side note to all this, last night the Ocala City Council voted 4-1 to extend the city's emergency face mask mandate. Councilman Jay Musley was the only dissenting vote. It would have expired Friday. The ordinance will continue for another 60 days. Here's the problem with the ordinance. It has no enforcement provision, requires business owners to post a notice requiring customers to wear a mask, makes announcements during the day that they're suggested, and require employees to wear a mask unless exempt due to medical or religious reasons. But residents aren't required to wear a mask. So let me get this right. Workers have to wear a mask. It's suggested that you wear a mask. There's no way they can enforce it if you don't wear a mask, so you're not required to wear a mask, yet they still vote on it at City Council to extend a nothing provision for another 60 days. Talking about a colossal waste of time, that's probably 15 to 20 minutes of the council's time that they'll never get back. For nothing. I've always said mask mandates are useless. Joe Biden says when he becomes president, he's going to, for 100 days, mask mandate. You're going to have people that say, no, you're infringing on my constitutional rights. You're going to have to face lawsuits over violation of the Constitution. If you want masks to work, if you want people to wear masks, there's a simple solution. You give people the choice by every business that wants to do it, saying, hey, we value your business, but we also value the safety and health of our employees and other patrons that come into our business. And so in doing so, you must wear a mask to come inside and be served at our business. Then you, as a consumer, get to make the choice. You have the freedom then of making the choice of whether to patronize that establishment or not. If you want something at that establishment, you'll probably go in. You'll put a mask on and go in. If you don't want something badly from that business, then you may say, no, my freedom to not wear a mask is more important than what I need from that business, and you won't patronize them. That's how this works. A business gets to decide who they can and cannot serve. If you don't wear a mask, we don't welcome you inside. If you wear a mask, we welcome you inside. And then you get to choose whether you'll go inside or not, whether you will give that company your business or not. That's the only way this is going to work. You know, some businesses say no shoes, no shirt, no service. Then you have other businesses that are on lakes and everything, no shoes, no shirt, perfectly fine to come in. A lot of people, I know one guy who is he's independently wealthy now. He doesn't have to work anymore. He lives not in Marion County, but he lives in a place in Florida where it's a very, very wealthy area of Florida. He lives on a lake in that very wealthy area of Florida. And there's a lot of places that he doesn't go because he says, his own volition, they require me to put shoes and a shirt on. There's too many places I can go into around the lake that doesn't require me to wear shoes and a shirt. So I choose to go there instead of the places, that require it. Okay, that's his choice. Government mandating masks under the guise of health is a slippery slope because now government's mandating the choice you can make. But Tom, it's for the betterment of everybody. Once again, safety is not more important than freedom. Can't say that enough. Safety is not more important than freedom. Safety will never be more important than freedom. If safety was more important than freedom, men would not have stormed the beaches in Normandy during World War II. If safety was more important than freedom, you wouldn't have people going into buildings to rescue people and freeing them from catastrophes, because my safety is more important than freeing those people. Freedom is always more important than safety. Problem with that is a lot of people don't understand that concept anymore. The concept of freedom being more important than safety. The government has scared you into thinking safety is more important than freedom. It doesn't say safety from the press. It says freedom of speech. It doesn't say the safety of not assembling. It says the freedom to assemble. Freedom will always be more important than safety. The freedom to choose whether you wear a mask or not. Now, if a business requires you to wear that mask, you get to choose whether you freely want to go into that business with a mask on or freely choose not to go into that business because they require you to wear a mask. I'm perfectly okay with that. I have a mask hanging from my mirror in my car right now. I wear it when I need to, when it's required by the businesses I'm patronizing. Like the mall here. The mall suggests you wear a mask. But it's not required. You can walk around the mall without a mask on. They suggest you wear a mask. Most people do. But there are businesses in the mall that you can't go in unless you got a mask on. I'm okay with that. That's a decision the business made, and then they gave you the freedom to choose whether you want to agree with them or not. I'm okay with that. Not an ordinance by the city council that they can't enforce. It's a horse manure ordinance because it's unenforceable. Freedom trumps safety. It just does. And always will. Take a break. We come back. I'm going to tell you about a donation from a very giving family here in town that's going to help a lot of people. I'll tell you about that next. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
AccuSleep offers a safe and effective medical option for those who suffer from sleep disorders of all kinds. AccuSleep makes restoring healthy sleep patterns possible. No medication, no surgery.